Isn't it amazing how some buildings and structures just, well, stay up? You know, unlike the ones you build at home for your DIY projects? Well, here are some trade secrets from the pros. And you thought this kind of thing was reserved for Spider-Man. And all this work occurs before the concrete gets poured. This ingenious invention is designed to replace cardboard tubes to form concrete columns for residential or commercial use. Cardboard tubes? Ha! Who needs them? Expand your construction horizons with this expanding foam. It's not only a highly effective tool, you can also pretend you're a soldier with a huge gun. This wall is more than a wall. It's brick art. Avoid backstrain by getting an entirely new skeleton. How to waterproof your bathroom, for those of you who splash more in the bath than the average walrus. If you're walking on a slant, then you need a self-leveling floor. On the other hand, you might just be drunk. This guy creates imitation wood to save you the trouble of cutting down an imitation tree in an imitation forest. I wonder if this is how the ancient Greeks and Romans made their pillars. These laminated concrete panels are the only way to make a concrete floor this big. Also, it stops people from stepping in it. Facade click is a dry building system. No need for any of that pesky mortar. This is how drainage is installed by the pros. It's not just the word moist that everyone hates, it's the feeling of a moist lawn too. It's concrete, Jim, but not as we know it. This, folks, is fabric form concrete. Some underfloor heating tips for those of you who can't stand having cold feet. Yes, it's finally happened. We've got life-sized Lego. A new robotic method for spatial timber construction. That's right, even the ancient human art of woodwork is being done by robots now. A time-lapse of a construction project, piece by piece, frame by frame. Minecraft fans will love this! A non-explosive cracking agent. This is the kind of thing that could put bomb makers out of business. A special kind of decoupling matting installed by a special kind of matter whose name is Matt. No, it isn't. Sorry, I can't back that up. This insulating plaster keeps your house nice and warm, which is essential if your marriage leaves you cold. These ground anchors are used to secure a building to the ground, because the last thing you need is for it to float away like a weird balloon. Soon enough, you'll be able to hire a robot just like this to do your construction work. It shows up on time, and you won't have to make it several cups of coffee while it's in your house. A serious construction solution using some serious staples. A bit of a step up from the ones you use to stick pieces of paper together. Underfloor heating not only keeps your feet warm, it also keeps things nice and cozy for the mice who live under there too. This foundation system enables you to place a terrace on soft surfaces. And look at all those crazy gadgets! James Bond would be happy with any of them. Check out this incredible contraption. It can lift things that even the Hulk would take a look at and go, nah. The most heavy-duty braces since the ones you had on your teeth as a teenager. This formwork is used to create various structures. And even more importantly, it's yellow, which is my favorite color. And you thought having holes in your roof was a bad thing. Unlike trapeze artists, the items held up by these trapeze baskets don't need a net. These are basically solar panels made of natural slate. Power your house with your roof tiles. This is designed to assist builders and roofers in lifting roof tiles, slates, bricks, and blocks up to the roof, at which point they can decide to have the first of many breaks that day. Brick veneer is a freestanding brick wall installed in the exterior wood frame. You'll be convinced it's real brick, the same way you're convinced I'm a real person and not AI. This is a DIY modular pergola, for those who find any other kind of pergolas far too stressful to construct. How to install a steel balcony, similar to the one Romeo and Juliet would have used, but, you know, made out of steel. Makes concrete as smooth as that guy you blocked on Tinder. Well, okay, smoother. It's a concrete placer and line dragger, and that's a pretty good description of exactly what it does. These clips for grooved installs are kind of groovy. This is a smart mover, as opposed to the stupid mover. He's on his lunch break. A new innovation in roofing, and I just thought a roof was a roof. A solution on how to fix muddy horse paddocks. I mean, you could get rid of the horse, but otherwise this is a good option. A ladder with a difference. It can be used as a construction lift. It can be used as a hoist. It can even be used, and this will both amaze and astonish you, as a ladder. We've shown you some solar tiles. Well, this is a solar pavement, or sidewalk if you're from that part of the world. Here's a trick for installing waterproof membrane, because I know you've been sitting there for the entire video waiting for us to play a clip about waterproof membrane. Why not install these acoustic panels in your home? They'll really bring out the best in your terrible singing voice. You're interested in lightweight autoclaved aerated concrete floor panels, aren't you? You are? Well, what a coincidence! Here's a gadget that really takes the misery out of drilling. Glass bricks, so everyone can see inside your house. A step-by-step guide to building a retaining wall. Make sure you retain this information. This is called polymeric sanding, and this is the impressive result. An ingenious intake bay for an external pump. Make your water feature the envy of all your neighbors. What? You need another retaining wall tip? I told you to retain that information! How to create flawless paving. I mean, yours won't look like this, but at least you can admire his. Do you have a problem with drainage? No, not you personally, your driveway. Well, either way, here's a good solution. Here's a quick step-by-step on building an outdoor fireplace, because those indoor fireplaces are just a bit too warm. I don't know about you, but my opinion of prefabricated elevators can go up and down. Delta Beam enables slim floors and extensive open spaces, which is good if you're still wearing that cheap aftershave you picked up from Amazon. It's a pergola again, but this one's got an umbrella. In other words, it's basically a completely different thing, right? How to lay tiles like a pro and create a satisfying video that satisfied my need for an ASMR fix. Luminous liquid wallpaper? Yep, that's right. It's like something out of a psychedelic nightmare. The precision with which he does this is worryingly satisfying. How to make a thermal panel. All you need is loads of this stuff and of these weird machines. Here's how to insulate the facade of your house. But what do you do if your whole life is a facade? Right, next clip. Wallpapering can drive most of us to the edge of a nervous breakdown. Here's a trick for how to deal with an uneven wall. It's what we always wanted Santa to bring us when we were kids, a mechanized putty painting machine. Removing old paint from a ceiling with a distinct lack of fuss. Perfection. Although I get the feeling that this was just an excuse for him to use his big tool. artificial stone tiles. Well, they look pretty real to me. Laying floor with a panache. And no, that's not the name of my local joiner. Wondering how to close a seam on a skirting board? Well, sit up straight and pay attention. There's nothing quite as satisfying as grouting, except removing grout, and then re-grouting. GeoHouse is an alternative building method which allows you to build a home in 7 days, which is also how long it takes you to get sick of your next-door neighbor. It's pretty precarious, but it gets the job done. It's a drill extender. It extends your drill. What more explanation do you need? This crazy invention is a sun tunnel and it's pretty cool. Well, actually, it's the opposite of cool. A lesson in how to stamp concrete, because I know you've often expressed an interest in concrete stamping. Highlighting a concrete edge, and no colored pens needed. Foam subfloor adhesive, and the stuff that it does. A cutting tool that can make a machete look like a kid's toy. A DIY wrench for you to use when you're doing terrible DIY. Like naughty kids in school, some bricks just need to be kept apart. Yeah, that's impressive. But could it carry me up the stairs after a hard day of voiceover work? A great way to lay paving without any unnecessary stress, back strain, or meltdowns when you realize you've got the pattern wrong. This contraption nails things into the floor for you. And by things, I mean nails, of course. These are called brick tongs, and they save a lot of bother. Can be used for construction projects or really unsafe mountain climbing trips. The rebar tying tool ties up anything you'd like to be tied up. And what you choose to do with that knowledge has nothing to do with me. Okay, this does nothing to alleviate my fear that robots are going to overthrow humanity. How to install a profile light. By the look of it, it's a lot like cleaning your gutters. A double-sided paint roller brush. Genius! It's about time! This automatic nailing machine is very handy, especially if you need to nail yourself onto a stupidly steep roof like this. The method of sandblasting an old door. Because why would you sandblast a new door? That'd just be weird. And now you can use your newly found knowledge to help keep the structure of Retrocast Tech from collapsing, starting by clicking subscribe.